want to talk about something that I find we can get overwhelmed with all the information about biohacking, how you can, change your life, what are all the tricks and, different techniques that, in my opinion, it can be so overwhelming. That's what I think. And as a result of that, what happens is I came up with the book Happy Naked. And in the book, basically what my goal when I wrote this, it is to put the basic things that you all want to take in consideration to live the life that you want, to be happy in your body, to feel the strength, vitality, joy, all those things that would allow us not only to live longer, but live happy, feel sexy in your body. And for guys, you're gonna feel strong and handsome. And so what I did is, the intention was to divide it in 5 sections. And that's exactly what you will find in the book. You will find the book divided in 5 different chapters. Because when it comes to fitness, it comes with something else. Because the fitness is, yes, you can move, but what about if you have limitations? What about if you don't have motivation? So what ended up happening is I created a super short workout that you can do here in 5 minutes. And yes, you can work out in 5 minutes. You will see results when you do it consistently every day. 5 minutes a day. Yes, you can do it, and yes, you're gonna see results. Then we jump into the nutrition. So the first part is complete exercise, because you want to be able to get all these different aspects such as strength and, mobility, be functional, have all the energy that you get from the exercise. Then we jump into the supportive nutrition. Supportive nutrition is all about going back to basics. And one of the things that I speak about in the book is just eliminating all the things that we already know that are causing us issues. But you cannot eliminate something without adding something in. So the suggestion that I'm giving you right now, it is make sure that you add smoothies, that you upgrade your meat, that you eliminate alcohol, for example, because alcohol in your body is considered a toxin. So it puts your body in a fight or flight. What other things? So we're in a war with gluten. We're in a war with dairy products, all that kind of stuff, because it's truly affecting your stomach. So when you start eliminating all that stuff, the question is, what can I bring in? And you gotta ask yourself the question, when do you have that craving of eating gluten or eating dairy? So where do you add it? And based on giving yourself an idea of when and how you eat those items, then you can have some other choices to replace that with. It's all about basics. Don't go crazy. Don't try to go keto or this or paleo. Not yet. Because it's when you master the basics, you're gonna go farther, quicker. Because it's about start aligning your current lifestyle with what you want to achieve. Then we jump into the third part, which is your sleep. I keep hearing this often about how, when you wake up in the morning, are you rested or you're tired? And that it's the result of multiple things, but you really need to track that. You want to make sure that you notice how is your sleep. Are you waking up in the middle of the night? Or you just sleep through the night, but you're still waking up tired? Do you really need to stop drinking earlier in the evening, because then you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night? So there are a lot of reasons why that might be happening. However, basics. Let's master the basics. This is what it's all about. And tracking. What are the things? And this is something that I talk about here in Restorative Sleep. Create a bedtime routine. Remove your phone out of your bedroom. Okay, if you manage to be able to turn off your modem at home, that will be another thing. But it will change the quality of your sleep. Sleep is not just about going to bed, close your eyes, and then you wake up in the morning and then you're good. It's about creating the best quality of sleep. That is key. That is another foundation. And there's so many things that, you know, come from that. But I'm giving you the foundation. Once you master the foundations, you're way ahead in your game. Then we go to the fourth part. These are all chapters of the book, Happy Naked. And let's say we jump into the fourth part. The fourth part will be sharp mental health. Sharp mental health is simply, we are surrounded with stress, right? You go out the house to go to work, or you're dealing with clients, like it's my case. And if you're in a rush, believe me, that's how you're starting your day. Is that how you want to live your life? Because once you start your day like that, and, you know, rushing it, oh my God, I didn't have to do this. I have to go to the bank. I have to get in time on work, or, you know, I don't have a car. And then in my case will be like, what about if I miss the bus? I have to plan ahead. How can you make a wonderful morning routine that morning stress, it's out of the way? That's one thing. The second part is, what are the things that you're doing to enjoy life that allows you to be more relaxed, that you create that life balance? And when it comes to life balance, there is a journal that I also created as I published the book, and you can find it on Amazon. And there is a tiny section in the journal, and it speaks about life balance. And what is that about? I learned that from my mentor in fitness. And it's basically, what have you done in your day? That one thing that you've done in your day that is towards your health. What is the one thing that you've done that day towards wealth? Wealth is tricky because, let's say in my case, I'm an entrepreneur. I have my business, Naked Fit That Online, and I work with people. I have the book, you know, all those different things. Wealth for me is, how can I expand and, you know, how can I expand and grow my business? How can I reach out to more people? That is the things that it comes toward wealth. Let's say you have a full-time job, and it's more about what have you done, you know, towards, you know, getting, you know, increase your salary, or, you know, getting a better position, or maybe you need to get another contract that is going to be much better for you, that it's less stress and more money. So there are so many things that you can do towards wealth. Are you actually looking at your money? Are you looking at your finances, and you're making sure that you're saving money or investing money for your future? Those are the things, depends on where you are at, related to wealth. And then there's another third part of life balance, which is relationships. What have you done on that day towards your relationship? Relationships is not only romantic relationships, whether you have sex or not. It has nothing to do with that. It is, what have you done towards that relationship? Could be a friendship, could be a work relationship, could be, you know, a romantic relationship, could be a friendship that actually allow you to create that balance. Let's say, I'm going to give you an example. I texted a friend today, said, how are you doing? How are you feeling today? I haven't heard from you in a while. Those are things that you can do towards your relationship. Or let's say my kids are older, and I would say, you know what? Hey, Hector, how are you doing? I'm working towards that relationship. And that is under mental health. Then we jump into the next one, the fifth part of, you know, the whole cycle that I created to start the foundation. This is all mastering the foundations. Then we go to the next part. The next part goes with spirituality, tranquil soul. Are you at peace with yourself? Are you at peace with the time in your life that you're in? If the answer is no, we need to change that. And how can you change that? There are many ways. In my perspective, I like to get to that peace within yourself with movement, because it's easy. You just go, you jump, you dance, whatever the case is for you, and then you get into start finding a little bit of that balance within yourself. But there are other ways. You can integrate, like we can do, there's so many binary beats on YouTube, and then you can play that as well. That is going to allow you to find that peace within yourself. They're wonderful frequencies and sound that you can find on YouTube. Are they the best quality? They might not be the best quality, because by the time that we upload those frequencies, you know, in order to be there, the quality reduces, but it's okay. Just go and do it. No matter what, do it. Find that peace within yourself, because it's going to create a ripple effect on your mental health as well. Meditation. I'm a huge fan of meditation. Probably I have shared so much information on how meditation have changed my life. All you have to do is go to other YouTube videos, and then you will find all the different bits and pieces that I have shared about my relationship with meditation. It changed my life. Also, it quiets your mind. And then many of you would say, but I cannot quiet my mind. How am I going to meditate if I cannot quiet my mind? So it is, what's first, the egg or the chicken? Simply start meditating. Yes, you will have many thoughts coming into your mind, and that's okay. I will share a tiny trick with you that it was taught to me when I started meditating in 2009. Okay, and that trick was very, very, very simple. It was, I was sitting, I'm meditating, I'm in my position, spine straight. You want to make sure that your energetic channels are all in alignment within your spine. And as you're like sitting there, you find a position. You can be sitting on a chair, you can be sitting on the floor like me right now. It's up to you, as long as you're not feeling like you're gonna fall asleep. Which, believe me, I have been meditating and falling asleep standing just like this. However, you find yourself that your spine is straight, your shoulders relax, everything is fine, then your neck is fully relaxed. So all these different channels are in alignment. Then thoughts come in. You're sitting. Then let's say you start thinking about, you have to do groceries, you have to pay the bills. How come I have done this in my life? I have been so stupid. You know, how come I got myself in this relationship? How come I replied to somebody in a wrong way? How come I didn't say what I was supposed to do, what I was supposed to say? And then you just grab your right hand and just put it above your head. And you stay there until you find that your thoughts are calm. When you have no thoughts, or you're more at peace with your thoughts, which is another thing, you bring your hands back. Then you start thinking again about all the things that are happening in your life. Then you bring your hand again, and you just relax. Just be at peace. At first, you're gonna look stupid because you're gonna be doing this too often. And eventually, you will find yourself that you're not putting your hand on the top of your head as often. What is the next part about meditation that everybody complains about? Well, in the moment that you're sitting still, I guarantee you, your leg gets numb. Yes, your nose starts itching. You know, then you need to scratch your head. Then you feel a bug walking on your arm. And there's no bug, by the way, but you feel it. And you're like, seriously? So not only I'm thinking, but I'm also having all the sensations in my body. This is the second trick, is this too shall pass. What you do is, what you put your attention on expands. And I'm pretty sure you have heard this before. So if your nose is itchy and you're like, feel like you need to scratch your whole face, you basically go, this too shall pass. And all you do is just focus on other parts of your body. You scan, 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 scan. So you scan from the top all the way to the bottom, from the bottom all the way to the top. What it means is you're putting your attention in something else. which comes to the third part. If you put in your attention just in your thoughts, if you put in your attention just on your scratchy, itchy part, then we'll expand. So it means that you have more thoughts, it gets more itchy, your legs get more numb, you know, all those weird things that happen just when you're choosing to meditate that one time. And then it goes with attention. So where are you going to put your attention? Your attention goes in this simple technique. Okay, so there are two things that you can do. You can focus on this part of your nose, just right above your lip. Okay, and just put your attention there. When you put in your attention there and then you're thinking or that you're itchy, all that stuff, then you just remind yourself to bring your attention back to this spot. Another way that you can do this is you scan yourself from top to bottom. You don't stop. It's like a scanning machine. And I know you like my sound effect. So then you go and you scan. Go and then you start feeling everything just from the outside. You don't really want to go deep into your kidneys, liver, just the outside of your body. Just scan like there is a light going through you very, very quickly. And then you go up and down. And that's all you're going to do. So all you're doing, this is a trick, you're basically distracting your thoughts. You're basically distracting yourself. So you're putting your attention in the present moment, which is ultimately what we're looking at as your first level of meditation. There's so many things that you can get to, but as your first level, because we're talking about the foundations, master the foundations. This is basically what we're gonna get to. Just go, you scan and do that. You set a timer for, let's say, 20 minutes. And you're not standing up until that alarm goes off in 20 minutes. And within those 20 minutes, you're gonna have all these different battles, and that's okay. It takes time and it takes practice. It's like expecting to get muscles and on your first workout. You're not gonna get muscles on your first workout, but you expect to be super pro on your first meditation. So to recap everything that I share about mastering the foundations is you have a complete exercise. Start integrating strength, mobility, all the different activities. Go for a walk, ride your bike. All those different things are part of complete exercise. But you also want to make sure that you said you have a good intention, you have a goal, but that's not part of the foundations yet. The foundations is just go ahead and do it and create a consistent level of activity in your life that is moving you towards your goal, of course. But you gotta master the foundation, movement. Then it goes into supportive nutrition, right? Just eliminate things that you know are not serving you, but make sure that you replace those items that you're eliminating, going back to basics. Have 3 meals a day. Make sure that, you know, your first meal, it has a lot of nutrients. I'm not talking about intermittent fasting or anything like that. I'm telling you, master your foundation, master the basics. So 3 meals a day, your first meal, it is like, you know, giving you tons of energy. And then by the time, and I speak about this in the book, and by the time that you end to your third meal at the end of the day, it could be a smaller meal and less, okay? Because at that point, you don't really need more energy because you're getting ready to go to bed at some point in the next couple of hours, for example. Then we have complete exercise, supportive nutrition, we have restorative sleep. Make sure that you have a bedtime routine. Bedtime routine is key on your restorative sleep, as well as how late you eat your meal. So you want to make sure that you give yourself about 2 hours before sleep from your last meal to the time that you get to bed. That's the third part. The fourth part is sharp mental health. What are the things that you're doing to create, you know, this life balance? Release your stress. You know, how can you change your different activities on your day-to-day, just what your life is at. Don't attempt to make massive changes because it's very frustrating if you cannot integrate them in your life as it is today. So you make those little tiny changes as you keep moving forward in your life. Then we jump into the sharp mental health, when you start integrating ways on how to be at peace. Maybe being at peace is simply going and exercise. Maybe being at peace is simply not eating gluten or no dairy products or stop drinking alcohol. Maybe that's what it is, because it's allowing you to detox from all that crap that allows you to have peace in your life. And that is a combination of the mastering the basics. Can you do them all at once? Maybe. If this seems to be too overwhelming, even the basics, which I'm not asking you to make a massive, massive change in your lifestyle right now, start with one. Choose one within the 5 areas that I just mentioned. Complete exercise, supportive nutrition, restorative sleep, sharp mental health, or tranquil soul. Choose one, and then you go, and then once you master that one, go to the next one, and then go to the next one, and then you're going to start finding that as you master the basics, then the next book, which is not out yet, it will be more about the upgrade version. Because you once master your basics, then you can upgrade. And an upgrade comes with intermittent fasting, being more efficient with your workouts and have a better intention, integrating amazing adaptogens in your life. That is the upgraded version. But you gotta master the basics first. And basics also comes with how you're integrating a more healthy lifestyle with your family and friends and your social life as it is right now. I hope this is helpful. This is mostly a reminder. You want to know more, go to Amazon, get your book Happy Naked, and then you will see all the different things that I share with you in the book. And again, is there an upgraded version of this? Yes, it is. But I encourage you to master the basics first, because it's important in your life. Master the basics.